Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 125. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me here in Frederick, where I live with my puppy and my husband. It is a gorgeous day. It's starting out at like 60s and it's gonna kind of hang there, go a little bit warmer every day or all day. So I am definitely going to take advantage of the porch and get Gypsy out for a walk. I am all dolled up today just because we're in quarantine and there's no other reason to get all dolled up. So thank you for being my reason. I am thrilled to bring you my sort of pin-up look with flowers today. From there, I am drinking Bones Coffee Company. It is in the White Russian flavor, and I have it in my I'm dead before coffee mug, which have these like adorable little dancing skulls on the other side. I love it. My voice is slowly waking up. I'm a little hoarse, so pardon the ahems. I do have one knit along going on right now. It is the House Pride Cal 2020. And in this, you can use any of my patterns that have anything to do with Harry Potter. Originally, it was just for the cowls that I have just released. But I have decided why not just extend it, get more people in if you're already working on something. And it's kind of a big project. That's great. Any of my mitten testers, you count. Yeah, I don't know. It's just an excuse to get together, to get crafty, to get magical, and get to see everybody's projects. I love photos. Please post them, and please use the hashtag HousePrideCal2020. I will be following that, and I hope that you will be too, so that everyone can see the photos, because that is my favorite thing. There is quite a bit to chat about today, so I am going to get started, get moving right along. It is the May 1st? Yeah, May 1st. Oh my word. It's Friday, May 1st. I wasn't feeling well yesterday, so I did not podcast, so I popped it off. And I'm glad because I ended up really enjoying getting ready this morning, so that was good. But yeah, so May 1st, cannot believe we're already there. April seemed to fly by. I'm sure everyone's saying it. I hear it a lot, but it did for me too. April just was real quick. In it, we celebrated Gypsy's birthday on Tuesday. I will have footage going up of that, either in a separate video or at the end of this video, or maybe a little bit at the end of this video. And it's like 2 or 3 minutes or something of her eating her birthday cake, which is just cute. So she's now 2 and she's currently napping upstairs. So we'll see if she comes and visits. I do have Mr. Postman today. I do have some whips. I have some FOs and some kind of back from the dead. I've got some zombies. There you go. I've got some FOs and I've got some zombies. So I am going to get chatting about this pile in FOs. So to start, I'm gonna go with the oldest. So I'm gonna go zombies to new FOs. Boom. So these are socks that I had knit for my dad in Jagerful. And I got, I went down to a US 0 for these, and it's the tightest fabric that I have, and it's still looser than most tight knitters. But it did nice things with the pattern, and I didn't enjoy knitting these because I didn't love the colors, but I thought that he would wear them. He didn't. So they were gifted to Pat about a year after he received them, and I knit him larger socks that also ended up going to Pat because he just didn't wear them. But anyway, so these were older ones. Now what happened was, and I gotta find it, there's a big hole in the bottom of one of these, and I tried to sew it And it's so obvious. I don't know why I'm not seeing it yet. All right, so I attempted darning. It's a lump. So this is the darned patch in between my fingers here. And it's lumpy. It's kind of thick, and I'm worried that Pat's gonna be too sensitive to wear them because he's flat-footed, so he'll probably feel it like a pebble in his shoe. I don't know. I might wet it and try to like pinch it so it flattens even more. I'll have him try them on. They weren't socks that he wore excessively either. I think he just got caught on a nail, and I attempted to like pick up all the stitches around and then go across and make like a warp, and then a warp and then do the weft to like weave it shut. Nope, did not really work that way. So I did darn a friend's socks. She ended up ripping out the darning that I did and just like sewed it or like glued a patch in there because she couldn't wear it. It was so annoying. So I'm horrific at darning. That's a skill that I could probably work on. And I've just gotta figure out if he'll wear them or not. If not, they might just get donated because, oh, the robin's back. They might just get donated. Pat rarely wears them. He has other socks that he wears a lot more. These did have a reinforced heel and toe, but that's not where it got snagged. And I did have somewhere, oh, I had a little nugget of reinforcement thread that I saved to like patch, but I don't know where it went, so I just used green. I'm sorry, I keep looking at it. You should be looking at it, but it's just, oh, I'm not thrilled. So we shall see what happens. I am going to have Pat try it on and honestly tell me if he will not wear it, because I will just donate them then, because they don't bring me a lot of joy seeing them. So that'll be that. These, however, do. These are the Burrow from Nomadic yarns. I knit on these during my first Maryland sheeping wool, which is canceled this year, and I'm super bummed. I think it's all virtual. But anyway, yes, so I had I had either done an afterthought or a fish loves kiss. I can't even remember now, but I will insert photos because I took photos so you could see the before and after and how much I was adding. These heels, I don't know what happened to my brain when I was doing it, but they were so small. They were so small. And I have 3 pairs of socks that are like that. So I did bring an example. Yeah, so these are afterthought heels, which normally fit really well. But I mean, like, oh my God, these socks are so tiny. They're so tiny. I think this is Ginny Weasley. But like for scale, I don't know, for scale. I need for scale. I must have been knitting quite tightly at these times. And then my impatience in heels, you can see how much smaller the heel is. It should be about this big, it's not. So this was when I started doing decreases immediately after I cut in. I've stopped doing that and I've started doing 5 or 6 rounds of regular knitting before I begin the decreases. And I find that that really helps with my afterthought heels. It's not a new way of doing it, but it's my way of doing it now. And so I went ahead and I took the heel and I just chopped it, just cut it right about here, and then picked everything out, picked up all the stitches back on 2 needles, and then just began knitting the heel again in the same color that I had put in originally. And I did 8. I did 8 rounds of regular stockinette before I started. So I did 8 and then I started the decreases. So it's much bigger. I think I was trying this on too. I was knitting this on the, it's either the 80-20 or the sport base. I think it's the 80-20. But I was doing it and I've finally created a thick fabric, but I didn't have enough stitches for this fabric. So it stretches and this fits on my foot fine, but my ankles are significantly bigger, but they're definitely an inch of difference, I'd say, overall, between like my foot and my ankle, especially the widest part of your foot. So I am having trouble getting this over my heel to get it on my foot. Which is why I did so many rows in there to try and pick them, like to give me more space, give me more space here. So I am really hoping that these can go into rotation. They are going to be super fitted, which is fine if you can get it on. I am actually going to wet block them, I think, to give them a little bit more. They've never been wet blocked. They've just been finished and in a drawer. And then I pulled them out of the, they were in my box of socks, and I pulled them out of the box of socks because they did not fit. And I was like, I need to do surgery. So I've got 3 pairs of socks that need surgery. And it's just so frustrating because, you know, you spend so much time knitting a pair of socks and then none of them fit. So I was down 3 pairs. Oh, so heartbreaking. So that's the second one, is the Burrow by Nomadic Yarns. And I used Aurora Heather for the heel and cuff. I was too impatient with colors and I didn't do toes. And then my proper finished object. So those are my zombies. This is my proper finished object. I do have my pair of socks for Mom. I see her tomorrow. So I did, I almost kind of tripped at the finish line. Whenever I put a deadline on things, I just tend to be like, meh. But yeah. I am super pleased that I did get these done. I popped the heels in. I did nice deep, like you can just see, I don't know if you can, but you can see there's a difference in how much I have. These are on mediums. Those were on smalls because I don't know where my second pair of mediums are. If you notice, these are 2 different blockers. So there should be 2 more mediums to finish these sets. Somewhere. The yarn is Pink Palace by Nomadic Yarns, and the heel, toe and cuff are cordial. It's a wine red from Knit Picks. I know they are shipping again, which is awesome. I have a bunch of pinks I'm waiting for shipped. It's been like a month that I've been waiting. So they're behind, they're working at shorter staffs. I get it, it happens. But yeah, so I am so thrilled. I am going to leave these on the blocker. And are they lumpy? Do they need a wash? Maybe they need a wash. Maybe I'll wash them today and let them dry flat and just give them a little prettiness. They do stretch to the large blockers, which is like a 9 to 11 type of shoe. And my mom is only an 8.5 like me, but she is a rounder foot and ankle. So that like 9 to 11 stretch is perfect because it goes out. It doesn't have to go long. But yeah, so I am super thrilled with how these turned out. The cuffs, one is slightly longer. I got carried away. That's the second one, you can tell, because I had more patience, I think. Oh, Lord. Well, when they're on, I don't think you'll notice. Like, when they're this far apart and they're walking around, not gonna notice. Yeah, and the stripes kind of stopped matching up because I think one of the toes is slightly longer, so it pushed the stripes back. They should have, yeah, they should have matched okay. But like they just kind of jog off and then they're completely off by here. But they we're doing, but you can see how different that is. Yeah, so if I put them together, my stripes barely match. They match enough. Like they, again, when they're walking around like this, no one's gonna be like holding them up and doing that. So they will be fine. But yeah, they look like they could use maybe a wet block, and I'll just make them nice and pretty. So that is my Mother's Day gift. And then my gift to myself is a new cast on that I went ahead and finished. And I also tried something new that I am not going to do again. Okay. Are these smalls? Yeah. I am going to take hers off because I'm going to wash them. And I'm going to trade for the socks. So give me a sec. I bet my missing blockers are in my yarn bag that I take to shows, because I would have put sock samples on blockers and I wouldn't have wanted to lose them. So they would have been my socks on my blockers, so I would have known. Anyway, boom. Apparently brought to you by Pixar. This is my Dory socks. They are not. This is Mountain Mist by Felici. It is a range of purples and blues. And I went ahead and popped in an electric yellow heel. This is Lemon Drop from Bad Wolf Girl Studios. And I absolutely love the contrast. I was gonna use pickle juice from Knit Picks, but I only had 9 grams. I didn't have enough. So I started these socks, I think, the day after I podcasted last time. Maybe even less. I feel like I knit almost a whole sock one night. I got all the way to the heel. And then I think I popped the heel in the next night and knit up the leg. And then I decided that I was going to knit 2 socks from 1 ball, and I was going to have them match. So I needed to stop the striping sequence in enough time to start at the toe with the right color. So I do have leftovers. I will have to weigh it, but I want to say I have 5 grams, maybe a bit more. I don't think it's definitely not 20. I don't even think it's 10. Maybe it's 10. In between 5 and 10 grams. So, and I had a whole ball of the heel and cuff, so that wasn't a problem. If I had done toes, I would have been able to have them a bit longer. Not that they're not long, they're just the shortest leg socks I think I've done in a very long time. And you might notice something different. I have tried to do a new heel. So this heel is the New Depths heel by Becky Sorensen. And I have fallen out of love with short row heels. I am not very good at wrap and turns. I'm not very good at those tiny little purl rows. It looks a little less bad. What? It doesn't look as bad on camera, like from far away, but like I feel like these are just holy. Yeah, there you go. They're so holy. It's like eyelets going down. It looks not great. They do fit because I did the, the increases. I only increased by 4 stitches on the back to do the short row. And like all of that information and how many you should do and is all in the pattern. So I won't give that away. But I had 25 stitches on the front and the back. So 25. And then I went up 4 more on the back. So I had 29. And then I did the heel. And then I left it at 29. I think I went down 1 so that I would be able to have a 2x2 cuff. Or maybe I increased by 1 to have a 2x2 cuff. No, I think I went down 1. Yeah, I would have had to go down 1. because that's math. But yeah, so I kind of wish that the leg was 2 stripes longer, just right there would have been great, but not too bad. And the electric yellow lemon drop is making my life right now so good. So a whole pair of socks. I was doing a bit of like Stacy stress knitting, really. I just needed my hands busy. I needed the movement. But yeah, not much else to say. I think I left the leg the same stitch count, like I said, and that is going to help with the fit. I knit these. I think I knit one of them on I think I knit this one on a 1.5, and I knit this one on a 1. So the heel is smaller because I was knitting on a 1. Which sucks. I had the same amount of stitches. It's still super holy. It's still super stretched. I just don't think that this is my strong suit right now. I'm really enjoying my afterthought heels with the extra rounds thrown in. So as much as I like the idea of just having the heels done at the end of the project, which is why I wanted to do it for these, to be like, okay, when I finish the sock, they'll be finished. That's awesome. I just don't think that aesthetically I like the way I knit these. They'll wear fine. And I am excited about the colors, and I'm sure that I won't even think about the heels when I'm wearing them. Not really. But it's just a bit of a bummer that they don't look very nice. What are you gonna do? Me? Nothing. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna wear them. But I did really enjoy them. I did watch Finding Dory when I was knitting the second one, because everyone's like, these socks look like they're Dory. And I'm like, that's hilarious. It was not intended, but I'll go for it. So this is Mountain Mist by Felici. This was in the most recent, no, 2 back, maybe 2 back. Yeah, but it was my colors, those purple and blues. So I went ahead and scooped it up, and I don't regret it. I do have 1 ball left. I could have done 2 socks from 2 balls. That might have been a better choice in the end, but I've made my choice. So now I've got extra. I'm gonna weigh it, see how much I can do, maybe a bird of happiness, pop a square in my blanket, roll it into crochet, like gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah, so that is all of my FOs, as if that wasn't enough. I felt very busy with socks this week. They absolutely sock monster. 100%. So I will be doing the same zombie surgery, bringing them back from the dead. I have 2 pairs that I'm doing that on. Yeah, 2 pairs that I'm doing that on. So we will see how that goes. So that brings us into whips. I do have a little bit, I feel like I barely touched these because I was, knitting an entire pair of socks. Yeah, I am working on the blueberry stripes, blue raspberry from Patton's Croy, and I have started the cuff. Again, I'm gonna work all off of 1 ball. So we've decided that the heel is about halfway through the purple. I'm gonna do some nice like long 2 inches of ribbing here, and then go ahead and start the second one. So this is more the earthy crunchy feel. Not my favorite, but I do love the blue. but I do love the blue. This is my favorite color, blue, right here. So I'm working out of a walking bag, as I call them. This is by Nomadic Yarns, or sold by Nomadic Yarns. I think she makes them. And it's a little box bag with Harry Potter print on it, and it has a handle. And this one is so tiny, it really only holds one sock for me, or 2 balls of yarn and no socks. I'll hold the socks because I'm knitting on them. So I like walk and knit with this, and I do enjoy that. From there, I picked up a old whip, languishing whip. This is Coco Remember Me by Nomadic Yarns. It's a theme here, isn't there? Oh my God. I have a lot of Nomadic Yarns and Felici, to be fair, I do. I really like her dye style. I like her choices, and nothing wrong with that. So this is in a very, very pretty colorway, but it came at a very, very sad time in my life, so I did not pick it up until my mom was going to be moving. So that was like November of last year. And I knit this entire sock during her meetings about the house and such. And then I had knit up to here, and I have a little skull progress keeper, a little Jack Skellington. Was a gift. I love it. And last night we played some Magic the Gathering. I won. Pretty much because Pat reminds me to attack him. So I'm so still learning, but it is fun. And he's just enjoying the time together, which is great. He's a wonderful loser. It's probably because his grandmother taught him that, like, if you lose, you have to accept it, sing the loser song, and then you can play again, which is basically just singing, I'm a loser. That's it. You can come back. Oh, Mom Reagan, she was trip. So yes, I got all this done last night as we were playing. I think I only got 2 stripes because there's a lot of like physically moving cards and such. And then we watched Lucifer, and I got all this done. And I am not sure where my heel goes, to be fair. I can measure it against one of these. Okay, so following the arrow, it points to like here. So in between these 2 blue stripes, or in between, maybe I'll split that purple stripe. No, maybe I'll go in between the 2 purples. Yeah. So in between the 2 purples looks like where my heel needs to go. I will remeasure it properly, but yes. If that is about half, yeah, then it is as tall as it is long, which means I think I am on this stripe, so I only have 1, 2, 3 more stripes to do. Yeah, so if this is half, and fold it like that. So I'm on the teal, and then I'm going to do 3 more stripes, and then the cuff, and then I will go ahead and probably do the heels 2 at a time. Yeah, I think I got carried away because it's just such a pretty color. It really, really is. It's so, so pretty. And these do match, if you can see. I did a pretty good job on that one, so I love this colorway. I just couldn't face using something so happy when my dad was sick, and it was like, nope. Which is why I have the Grape Gatsby back there that I can't put heels in because I can't look at it. Glad I didn't ruin this one for myself. And then my next one that I'm hoping to do is a sock tube. Sock tube. And this is Trolley Witch. This was the prototype skein of Trolley Witch. So it dyes a little differently, probably a little bit more like that. And then this was a cranked tube. So I'm thinking that it's going to be perfect for my socks, because if you see, they are similar lengths, so it's plenty of sock for me. So I'm very excited. I will have some nice socks in Trolley Witch. I already have my Luke's Progress Keeper on there because it kind of reminded me of the Pop-Tart, which Patrick bought a bunch of more Pop-Tarts. I can't talk today. Pat bought a bunch more Pop-Tarts at the store. There we go. And I'm gonna mix it again with cordial, which could stand in for Hagrid in a pinch if you're looking for 2 from my shop. So yeah, loving it. Very excited to do that up. I did not get to work more on Gronkles. It's just like a hot mess of tangle right now because I've carried it upstairs and then downstairs and then upstairs and then downstairs. So it's a hot mess. Just need to focus on it. But yeah, so Gronkles, which was a older colorway from my dragon kit. I feel like Gronkles should only be dyed on rustic though, because those little neps just remind me of their like patchy skin. I love it. So I will just put those aside. So that's everything that I've got going on there. Touch of the blanket. So I look like I'm in the same spot. I'm not. Okay, I'll grab this. Does this have all the colors? Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. So, last time I podcasted, I had the lime green and then I had like 2 or 3 rows of like an olivey green. I ripped all that out of the olivey green. So this is not the same green. And I inserted, can you see this row? I inserted this row here, then this color here, then this color here, then another color, and then I've swapped over to a 4th color, and now I am doing a 5th color. So more accurately here. So I have color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. So I did 5 different colors, but I look like I'm in the same spot because it's taking so long to do anything. But it's got this very nice little green section now. I am working with a Knit Picks Brava now. It kind of looks like an evergreen type of sprucey color. Very pretty. The blanket is massive. If you didn't see it last week, it does something like this, then fades out. Doo-doo. This is a 12-point afghan that I just got the pattern off of YouTube by Googling 12-point afghan. And I did link it below the video that's holding this. So I will try to do it again. It's like, or did I link it just below the first one with the small amount? Great questions. That was an attractive face, let me tell you. So yes, this was where I was when I podcast last time, and I went all the way up. So, because I had to rip it out, which but it was just wasn't the right fade. And I'm not doing this twice, so it has to be right. So I just moved my progress keeper up so that we'll remember where I was. I'm gonna put that over there. I've got my teals and blues. So I've used all of this one, some of this one, half, a little. Probably could have used another row of this. Anyway, and now I'm in this one here. And then we're gonna go do that one in there. and then over to the end. And then we're kind of in blue, which is a-okay by me. I'm so tired of green. It happens. It's a big blanket, but it is still cheery. And it is still nice and warm, which is nice. So it just like lays on me and it's fun. And so that's everything for FOs and whips. We're moving into Mr. Postman. I can't play the music because it is copyrighted. So we're all just gonna hum it in our heads. I did first get a package in from my darling Georgianne. She is Stitching Plaza on both Instagram and Etsy. For those of you who have been asking if I am making the mask that I keep reposting, no, I don't sew. I mend, like I can sew on buttons, but no, I don't sew. So she sent 3 masks and I chose this one for myself. Ba-bomp. So cool. It's Jack Skellington and Sally. I love it so much. So, this is mine. And then I have 3 more. So I have Pat and my mom and my grandma. So she is taking care of my whole family. Thank you so much. I am actually going to see mom. So I am going to, I think, deliver these 2. And they are going to love them. They're going to love them so much. And I'm going to keep the other one. And then, yeah, so these are all mine. Okay, and I am so lucky to have those. Thank you, Georgianne. They are just gorgeous, just gorgeous. We have 1 mask with a filter. These masks, am I right? These filtery ones? Yes. So these come with a bucket. So you tuck your filter in there. I actually ordered some proper face mask filters that are supposed to go in like Pat's heavy duty mask. So I'll just pop one of those in there when they show up. Okay, and then I've got some gorgeousness from a dyer for you. It came like this. I tried to keep everything together because it was so pretty. So I was contacted, there we go. I was contacted by Kate, who is Hook and Harbor Co. And I did post these on my story, so if you saw them, you may know what's coming. But oh my word. She is a Florida dyer. She does hand-dyed yarn. These are 3 different bases. So on here, we have a tropical tie-dye 80-20, 100 grams, 76 yards. So it's a nice, big, bulky, squidgy. Oh my word, so good. Colorway name? No, one of a kind. Next up is going to be one of a kind tropical tie-dye, 100% superwash merino worsted, 218 yards. Oh my gosh, so good. Look at that. I love the feel of this worsted. It is so soft. Oh, it's so pretty. It's like pink and pretty. You can really tell the tropical, like Florida. And then this is the one that I really want to hold on to. This is Kid Mohair and Silk, one of a kind tropical tie-dye colorway. And it is just so good. Look at it. Oh my gosh, it's like a sorbet. It's like an ice cream sorbet. And I want to mix it with Siren so bad. Can't even tell you. Oh my god, it's so good. So I'm gonna ask her if I can keep this one. I want to so bad. But I will be doing a giveaway for these guys. I think I'm going to do 2 giveaway pieces. So 1 and 1. And we'll we'll just do YouTube. Below this video to win one of these. And it will be what? What's your favorite memory about summer? There's the prompt. Favorite memory about summer? Answer me down below and I will choose one of you at random generator and you will be the first winner and you will choose, and then I'll do a second generation and they will get the second skein. So whoever randomly goes first will get choice, and then the second person will get the second skein. So if you want to answer me below, what is your favorite thing about summer? Let's see, what was my favorite thing about summer? I would guess beach days. Yeah, but like not super hot beach days, just really nice, gorgeous sun, sand, 70-degree beach days. So here are our prizes. This is the Hook and Harbor Co. I absolutely love them. Here is her card. I'll just hold that up there so you can take a screenshot. Thank you so much, Kate. These are absolutely gorgeous. And I will message you and ask if I can keep this. If not, there will be another giveaway and I will be popping those up. But look how gorgeous. Her dye style is so soft and gorgeous. It's like watercolory. I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Kate, for these. I cannot wait to share your work with the world. I think they're so pretty, and thank you for reaching out, because this was definitely a bundle of happy in a very weird time, let me tell you. And then I have one more piece of my Mr. Postman. So I got a really nice package from a viewer. Thank you, Leah. I was kind of blown away. She had a few things that she was going to get rid of, like balls of yarn and such, and I don't need more. I don't, but she had this pink that I don't have pink, so I grabbed it from her to do a bunny for my new niece that will be coming. So I do have this, and so I do have a few skeins now, and I can work up some really nice pieces for my niece. So thank you, Leah. These are going to be perfect for that. But yeah, so I'm good now. Thank you. And then what I wasn't expecting was like other little bits and goodies. So she sent these cute little progress keepers that are unicorns, glittery unicorns. And these two that kind of fade, so they all kind of go together here. Just these fun little plastic faded heart and star. Oh my gosh, so cute. So they look like that. Love them. And then super blown away. Love this. One is missing because it already went into the car so that Pat could use it. It's more face masks, which at the moment you can't have too many face masks. So the piece goes behind the head like this, and then it pulls through to tighten, and then you tie that down here below. So I have a lot going on, so I'm not going to put it around my face like that, but yeah. Ba-doop-doop. And then this just goes back and below your head. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Oh, and I have Beauty and the Beast. I do love, this is the one that I kind of grabbed. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it so much. I have a fun one. It's like black and yeah. Thank you so much, Leah. I am feeling so secure and loved and grateful for all of you. Thank you for all taking care of me. I am just I'm so touched. Thank you. And I do love the Beauty and the Beast fabric. I have a bag. I have a bag in this fabric from Georgianne, and it's like my favorite thing. I love Beauty and the Beast stuff. So yes, because Belle was kind of my favorite. It's a bookworm and brunette. And I think that is well about it. Oh my gosh, I have a huge mess in front of me to clean. Tiny things. I am wearing a polka dot dress from Torrid, and it's kind of a sweetheart neck. Super cute, very comfy. So if you shop them, highly recommend this one. I really like it. Yeah, I feel a little bit like the other mother with the polka dots, but I thought it went really well. This is like day 500 and what is my hair doing? So, yeah, I just can't. My hair's not doing anything because I keep not wanting to blow dry it because I have been trying to get more active, which has been great. So I've started a Walk the World Costa Rica series on my treadmill. And recently Gypsy has decided that she is my workout number one. So we'll go for a walk so that she gets out and some sniffs and some, you know, outside time. And then I come in and I get on the treadmill to do my workout and she gets up next to me and starts walking with me. So she did a half hour the first day with me and that was the whole workout. So then the next day I did another one. She came back, did it again. So yesterday was not quite a walk, but a hike. So the treadmill moves up pretty significantly. And I want to say we were at like a 40% incline or something. And they're changing the speeds from like walking to like power walking. And like, how do you tell a dog that the world below them is going to move? It doesn't even faze her. It's amazing. She just like takes it like a champ. Like, okay, we're moving up, we're moving down. We're going downhill now. They were like running downhill at one point. And I was like, how is she, like, what does she think of this? It's crazy. But she did really well. So eventually I felt like I just needed more room to run because like when I'm next to her on the treadmill, it's not that big a treadmill. So I try not to kick her, and therefore I'm trying to like make myself smaller and like run smaller. So I did kick her off halfway through and she just like hung around the treadmill, like pacing back and forth. Like, why did I kick her off? So at the end of it, when we were, she was only off for 5 minutes or something of the 28 minute workout. So I pause it, I let her back on, and I start up again, and then it goes into the cool down. So she did the cool down walk with me, and I was just like scrolling and doing the cool down walk, but it was so funny. She was like mad that I kicked her off. It's hilarious. So yeah, I'm just looking at the treadmill. That's what I keep looking at. It's crazy. It is so fun. What else? I can hear birds singing outside. It's really nice. I know it's gonna be a nice day, so I do want to get out. I am all dolled up at the moment, but I am considering taking the dress off and just going ahead and getting in some walking gear so I can take advantage of it. Oh, this might be my weights or yoga day. Anyway, I would have to get out of the dress for both of those. Oh, but it is quite comfy. I do like it. I do like it a lot. It's got cute little sleeves. Yeah. I wanted something, I don't know. I wanted something today. I needed a little pick-me-up and this was it. So yeah, holding the knit along. I am going to be putting in another order for the DK yarn. So I am going to reopen that Build Your Own Choose Any 2. If you need more than 1-in-1 for whatever project you're doing, that yardage isn't specific to anything. It will definitely do gloves. It might do a whole cowl. But yeah, the yardage isn't specific to anything. It's just 2 skeins and perfect for like 2-color brioche, for like brioche bandana, or a colorwork hat or colorwork mittens, all good. Short cowl, perfect. Longer cowl, I'm a little torn. So if you need another skein, I will probably do maybe like a custom order DK listing where you could just like add one on, and that would work well. So yeah, if you ever do need more, just let me know. I have a pickup scheduled for today, so I am gonna go put those bags outside and turn on notifications for my front porch so I can watch you the whole day, and all of your packages will be safe. I have a Ring doorbell, so I can just check it out. Every time anyone walks like within 200 feet of my house, I know. It's crazy. And I think that's it. I feel a bit rambly. Getting through. Yeah. I am hoping to have at least 2 pairs of socks done, and I'd love to hit the end of my, I'd like to do 3 more colors on that, start those. Yeah, I have so many wishes and wants to go on right now, so I am gonna get started. I've got to edit this and get this up. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I am, as always, thrilled that you're here. So reminding you to take it 1 cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I will see you next week. Bye.
Sing to you, Gypsy. Happy birthday
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gypsy. Happy birthday to you. Okay.